And now we've got an after-match review for the Wolves vs Chelsea game. It's only a quick 5-minute thing, so let's get straight into it. Sam, what did you think of the game and Tuchel?
So obviously, the blame's not to go on to Tuchel. Obviously, a 0-0 draw wasn't the result that we wanted. We obviously needed a win to get back up to the top of the up near the top of the table. And I think obviously it's unfortunate. Tuchel didn't really know who to play. He said it in the preview match interview before the game that he was going off experience, and that's that lineup that we saw today. For me, it wasn't really the lineup that I wanted to see. I think Mason Mount and Pulisic not starting is a big mistake. You saw they came on for 15 minutes to go in the end of the game, and they had a straight impact. Mason Mount almost having a chance for assisting Pulisic, another couple of chances as well. But I think the next couple of games, Tuchel's got to really get the lineup sorted. We'll go into more detail on that on the Burnley game in the podcast. But what do you think of the game?
Well, yeah, Tuchel's first game in charge. It's not going to be like watching Pep Guardiola manage City, is it? It's just going to be there. Do you know what? A win would have been nice, but seeing as it's his first game in charge, you can't really knock a draw, can you? Like, I think that's all there is really to say. I think he's only been at the club 24 hours, maybe less. It's been really hectic for him, and I don't think the starting lineup was really like you said, what we wanted to see. But I think we'll take it. Jorginho, I didn't like seeing him play tonight. I don't know what you thought about him.
Yeah, neither. Yeah, I thought I had a couple of words to myself during that game. And it was the fact that every counter, if Jorginho had the ball, he would slow the possession down, and and especially when Wolves are playing that back five, it's going to be a lot harder to break through on the counter because they've got so many men back already, and Jorginho being there just slows it down even more. He's slower than a flipping referee. Come on, I don't think he's the right man to be on the pitch, and Tuchel needs to realise that. And I think if we don't see Mason Mount and Pulisic starting against Burnley, since they've just beaten Aston Villa, it's not the lineup that we're wanting to see. Mason Mount and Pulisic are our 2-star players at the moment. They're playing for the club. They're wanting to win more than the other players are, and they're putting in more effort. And as we say all the time, they put in 110%. And Tuchel really needs to realise that in training. And listen, I think he's a great manager. He's got lots of potential. And hopefully we can go into the next couple of games with, one, the right lineup, and two, confident and get the win that we need to get up into the top of the table. Quick question though. Do you think Giroud was the right striker to start today against the defence?
If I'm honest, no. But you can't knock Tuchel for that because he's been at the club less than 2 days. You can't say to that. He's had one training session with the lads, probably not even maybe 2 hours max. He's had with them. Yeah. He's had a 1 hour meeting before the training session. It's really hard for him, and I think he's done well. But I think that's it.
If you were in charge, who would you have put up front?
This game, probably Tammy or Werner. I think Giroud a bit of a weird one because he hasn't played in maybe a few weeks, has he? He's been out of form recently, but he was in form a couple of weeks ago, so it's just hard.
I just thought, obviously we cannot blame Tuchel for playing Giroud, but I thought Timo was really the man to come up against that Wolves side. Wolves have got really pacey players on their side, some in defence, but mainly outfield. And I think Timo, obviously they're playing the back five, and Timo, as quick as he is, I think he was the only man for the job to try and get through that. Obviously Giroud's not got pace on him couldn't really get through. But we did have that last minute, really, really close, jumped up from Kai Havertz. What did you think of how he played today?
Havertz was class. I really liked watching him play. And do you know what I think changed it? Him playing at cam. I think that really worked. Even though it was a left cam and he is left-footed, so it's obviously going to be a bit harder for him. But I think even there, he really showed as well. Obviously, maybe lacking a little bit, but I think he's starting slowly but surely to show his worth.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. I think he's really getting into the game, but it's just we need Werner now to come through as much as Kai Havertz is starting to. But it's just down to whether Tuchel gives Werner the time, and hopefully he can start against Burnley. But that is all for now, all for tonight, lads. 0-0 draw against Wolves. Hopefully we can smash Burnley, but we'll talk about that more on the podcast coming up on Sunday. So make sure you're there. Instagram link is in the description if you want to catch up on Chelsea's news and updates. And we'll see you on the podcast on Sunday. See you, lads.
Thank you, lads.